Number 17 for GunShow June, we are doing a bicep exercise with a pair of dumbbells. It's the cross-body hammer curl. The bonus on this particular exercise is that you're getting special work in the brachialis, which is going to give you a visual lift for the bicep width. If you do it, enough times with enough weights. But if you're just doing it, this time around and you're working up to things, it's still a fun exercise to have. You start off always with your fundamentals and your foundational exercises, but as you start progressing, it's okay to start putting in variations early on, okay? It keeps you engaged, to keep things, fun, and as long as you're not jumping out of order in terms of what's safe, then it's good to know. So I love doing this exercise. Just a pair of dumbbells is all you need. Before that, though, we are going to use the band once again for our warm-up drill. And this is going to be the Serratus punch or the Serratus Jab. Okay, so we want to have this set up with the band hooked up or set up to something that is lower than the top of your rib cage, because we do want it to travel in more of an upper pull or push. And we're doing as many of these types of drills for the rest of the month that work the anterior serratus. Okay, so, and not only because it's shoulder based, but because I need it. But there's also a bonus when you're working with the anterior serratus. It's a part of your core muscles as well. So it attaches to the top of your ribs, wraps all the way around, attaches to your shoulder blades. So it is a important exercise for the shoulder stability. And it's just something that I need, especially on my left side, to strengthen. Okay, so I'm going to teach what I need, right? So take the band, and this is one arm at a time. So I'm going to end up showing you my right side, unfortunately, the way I'm set up, versus my left, which I really need to work. But you're going to hold it, as if you're going to punch out. So, play around with how far you need to walk ahead or behind to keep the tension on. And what we're going to do is have this, hold it into your punch. Remember the punch at the fist position. You want your forearm, wrist, back of the hand in a nice line. And you want the punch to be directed to where the first two knuckles are going to be the point of impact, okay? So not only are you going to take the band and have this resisted punch, okay, so just straight out in a punch right here should feel like you're really getting that tension from the band. But once you straighten out, you want to travel further, slightly across your body, so that you end up protracting that shoulder blade. So that shoulder blade, you want to imagine, okay, wrapping around and then even slightly tilting up. Okay, so if this is the back of if these are your shoulder blades, you want to, and this is the bottom of the shoulder blades, you want to think about the shoulder blades spreading across as well as then tilting up like so. Okay, so get that visual in your head and then perform the motion again. So a straight punch at first, and then just continue on and think about that protraction and upward tilt of the shoulder blades. Okay, it should be a fight. And engage your core to get that bonus core work in as well, okay? And this is why, boxers have that nice cut, because they're working their serratus so much with those punches, and there's a slight rotation there. Okay, do that, a minute on each side so you get your 2 minutes of mobility warm-up. Now, for the actual exercise itself, we are going to, sorry, where are my dumbbells? You see how prepared I am. You know what, before I started hitting record, in my mind, I had already taken it and put it on the bench, which is why I confused myself. Okay, so With the crossbody hammer girls, that sounds like a band, the hammer girls. Hey, go ahead and use it. Okay, so if you're holding those dumbbells in a neutral grip, that means your palms are facing toward each other. Okay, you want to have you always set your shoulders down, and you want to bring it across your chest until you end up at the top. So if you did a strict hammer curl, it would just come straight up in that line. With the crossbody, we are crossing the body before we tap down. And you could do this in alternating fashion. And do not be afraid to set the shoulders down for each rep, okay? Now, if you do that and you find that you're swinging, there's two different kinds of swings, and one is okay and one is not, okay? If you're using the kind of swing where you're using the full body, so you're kind of using the force of your pelvis to kind of bring it up together, okay? That's okay, all right? Because you're having to, that means your weight is a little bit heavy for you, but you're getting a little bit of that assisted help from that momentum, okay? That's okay. However, if you find that you're swinging the arms like this, trying to hike up just the arms, okay, then that is not okay. So watch for that. You don't want to see this elbow come up and flare out, or your shoulders hiking up, okay? Your shoulders stay down and depressed, and you're focusing on keeping that armpit close as you're bringing it up, okay? So do it that way. All right, have fun.